Powered
Exactly.
by Riverside FM.
You gotta love when there's a little delay in the sounds, right?
I know. I was
Welcome
like,
back to Joey and Chandler's The Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Joey.
welcome, Chandler. Yeah, I heard like a little delay, so I was like, well, let's just. I'll do the.
Did you hear the Did you hear the pop top?
I did.
Ah, dude, well that's awesome. Because I guess I'm back in that mode where like I don't hear the stuff that I'm doing. I'm like, oh, I hate that. Because then I'm trying to guess.
But
Hey,
it goes through in the recording though, right?
oh yeah, it pops up on the recording. It's just like
All right.
I want to say I'm blind, but I'm not blind. I can use my eyes. I'm deaf. You know, I'm like, what? What?
I don't think
Hey,
I don't think Stevie Wonder would appreciate that joke, man.
well, he's not deaf.
He's blind though.
Do you and I got stupid non PC jokes that pop into my head. I want to say this is me going on a limb. I think Beethoven was maybe partially deaf, or what, like there was some composer that was like deaf or partially deaf, and they still did great. You know,
I think it was
Was
Beethoven.
Was it Beethoven? That's just amazing, right? You're like, I don't know what this sounds like, but here you go. And then I'm also thinking about what we talked again, more in non-PC inappropriate jokes. I'm thinking about how we acted in high school, and then like Family Guy when they try and impersonate how deaf people talk. I'm not gonna do it, you know.
I was like,
I'm not gonna do it.
don't.
I'm not gonna go there, but like,
not that it would affect our listeners as it is, because they obviously aren't listening, but still.
yeah, still, yeah. But they're like, wait, hold up. I won't hear this, right? But, dude, yeah, there we go.
Oh,
But so anyway, you know, like I think back, you've given me props before for like I think like well a lot of things. You know, like the Joey and Jan too for Instagram or whatever.
mm-hmm.
But I like how you do your opening now. You know how you'd be like it used to be like ladies and gentlemen, now it's what like now you do like teachers and gentlemen, or I don't know how you did it last time, but I loved it. You know what I mean?
I kind of stole the DX thing.
Yeah.
But then instead of like you know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages or whatever, it's teachers of all ages.
There you go. There it is. And I don't remember it, and B, I don't want to like it's your thing, so I'm not gonna take it, you know. But
you know what? Real quick before we keep going though, I want to give a shout out to my newfound friends at Iron Cactus, because I was talking to them the other day about us, and so they said they would be listening. So I want to give them a shout out at the Iron Cactus.
Is that what is the Iron Cactus? Let us all know real quick.
We shall talk about it later, sir.
Okay. You're like not now. There we go. I'm just looking for some of the next.
Well, I guess I can say it. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's a restaurant. It's a restaurant on the beautiful, picturesque San Antonio Riverwalk.
Yeah, I don't know why you're keeping that a secret. You know, I'll send you a postcard, right? All right, real quick. Moving on to the holidays, okay?
All right.
Here are today's effing holidays.
All right. Did you hear that?
I did.
All right. So, by the way, I gotta go back to last week's anyway and turn up those couple sounds because like it bothers me. Mike Gandalf was fine with it, but it bothers me. But anyway,
it's gonna like every sound. Did you hear that though? What about that?
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Can you hear me now?
I'll cut. Yeah. What was that? What was that again?
Maybe it was Verizon, right?
Yeah, Verizon. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hey, so it's May 2nd, 2025. Dude, so close to the end, right? So close to the end. Here are quick holidays.
Of the school year. You can't just leave it like that. What if we're thinking of the end of the world?
Nah. Well, Joey and Chandler would be there. That's all people know.
We're broadcasting.
We're like cockroaches. We never leave.
We're like apparently nobody listens to us anymore.
But we gained Mars. You know, we gained planets. Did you know today is National No Pants Day? That's right.
My kind of holiday right there.
That's right. We know the freeing feeling of changing out of your pants after a long day. Did you ever watch the Goldbergs?
No.
Like it was funny, man. It's funny, especially if you love the 80s. But the dad in the show, he'd come home and he'd take off his pants immediately as soon as he walked through the door. It's right, like, hey, I'm home now. Pants off. optional. It's also National Play Your Ukulele Day. A favorite among musicians, especially in Hawaii. National Play Your Ukulele Day is a day of the ukulele, and that was about all the funny holidays. There was a lot of quality holidays on May
Is
2nd,
there is there
but
a
not Joey and Chandler style.
is like ukulele is just like a baby guitar, right?
Yeah, it is like a baby guitar, with the strings and obviously the size, but obviously the notes and stuff are gonna be way different.
Oh.
And I mean, I think of and if you to see, this is the thing about you and me, we don't well, we prep, but we don't talk about it, right? So
Yeah.
we have natural reaction. But I'm like, yeah, if we'd have prepped it, I'd be like, here you go, here's a ukulele sound. I wouldn't even think about that. But no,
So
it's very mellow. It's very calming. I can tell you that. It's hard to play the ukulele, but it's very peaceful.
but and again, it's one of those things though, it's not the size of the ukulele that counts, but how
It's
you
how you
play
use
it.
it. Yeah, exactly. And
We are
people,
2 days away from May the 4th as well though. So I kind of
oh,
feel like
good call. May the 4th be with you, Joseph.
yep.
Are you watching Andor yet? Is that in
I
season 2? Because I need to get it.
no.
I know someone asked me the other day. I was like, I watched season 1. I just haven't watched season 2 yet. I was
Is
curious
it?
if you've been.
I haven't watched it. Like it, I may be way off. So like I may be missing out for no reason. But wasn't Andor the moon that got blown up where the plans were on it?
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. But there was a guy that So I mean, we kind of know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So again,
In a
if
way,
that's the right, then you know how I feel about that. That
I
would
do
fit
know how
the
you feel
prequel.
about people. Not only do I know, I think all of the 22 countries besides the U.S. that actually listened to us once would probably know how Joey feels about prequels.
Just saying, like prequels and sharks, man. That's two of my things. The banes
Hey,
of my existence.
hey, can you see my screen, or are you looking at slide 225?
Oh, I am now.
All right, so you wanted to do this before, and it didn't work out well for us. And I still want to do it. These are
Yeah.
some Fiesta phrases that I was hoping we could try and slip in during the episode, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start off with just one. Hey, let's talk about having a good time today, okay?
All right. Let's
All
guac and
right,
roll
man.
with it.
Yeah, rock and roll, man.
You know
Rock and roll.
that's crazy. You slid this in because I was thinking about Flibberwump the other day.
Oh yeah. The- imagine if that phrase caught on. Dude, imagine I was you watch Psych, right? The show on
Yes.
USA.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching. I love that show, so I'm rewatching it again on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And I just watched the episode where they talk about how they created an urban legend, and so it just got me imagine if we were able to create sayings that went mainstream or something, or people name their kids Joey and Chandler, things like that. Then you're like, dude, we're pop culture. We're icons in a way.
I don't know if you remember it. Like I like the song. It was kind of like when we were in high school. But that body bumping baby, all night. You remember that song?
No, I don't.
I
That
think it
doesn't
was
ring a bell. Was it a Keith
I
Sweat
want to say
jam or something?
I want to say it was like R. Kelly before he went off and became R. Kelly. Like when he was with whatever group he was with before.
Oh, could have. Oh my
I
gosh!
think it's
I
called
should know
Body
the group.
Bumping or Bump. I'll have to look it up. But
I can't. I
the
can't think
song
of
is
it.
in
I
my
should know
brain,
the name of the group.
and so it was like all I was saying. It was like I was thinking of the lyrics, and I was like, "Flibberwumping baby, yeah, flibberwumping baby, all
Dude,
night."
it's Nacho's average song, right?
Yes, it is. It's not my average. You're exactly right. I can't.
All
Excuse
right,
me.
we roll on real quick to our headlines.
It's time for this week's edition of Joey and Chandler's headlines. Yay! Hooray!
Dude, I'm telling you, on my end, when I hear it, that's like, did you hear the whole thing? Because
I did.
I hear the last half, and I'm like, hope it came through. All right, obviously, it's Battle of Flowers. This week, this Friday for us folks in San Antonio. Which, when I'm going to my news district, which really isn't that far from San Antonio,
No.
apparently they don't celebrate Battle of Flowers, and I'm like, that's weird. Excuse me, that's weird. Because I'm so used to it. But we get other holidays, so it's no biggie. But it's nice. We had our student float parade this morning, and then we did our fiesta party with parents, and then about 5 students of mine left, and then the second half of the day, I'll be honest, America and the world, no teaching got done, because kids are hopped up on popsicles and nachos and whatnot, and some
Coke,
kids are missing. Yeah, so
a cola.
yeah, Coca-Cola. There you go. I'm glad you said that because I was about to help you out there. They're like, let's do some math, guys.
Who's ready for some math? You? What about you? Right there? You? Yes? No? Yes? No? Yes?
Dude, but I
What
will
movie
tell
was that?
you.
With Chris Kattan. Remember when he like fell in the
Oh,
pile?
I remember there was a Saturday Night Live skit when he would do that. Right? Was it a movie? Well, he
He
did. I
did.
love the Night at the Roxbury when they were like, you, me, you. Are you talking about that? Like who you want to dance with?
I remember that one, but there was one like he was like a what like a wannabe veterinarian or something like that that helped out to be a cop, and like he ended up falling in the scene was like he fell into like this big old pile of coke, and
Uh
so did
huh.
like the drug dog, and like his eyes got all big old blurry, and they had him. Oh no, he was pretending to be like an FBI agent.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's a
tell
good
you
one.
right now. If Chris Kattan's listening, he's probably gonna hate Chandler over here. But I wasn't a big Chris Kattan fan. I didn't like, but I liked Night at the Roxbury. The skit, the movie could have been a lot better. I think.
Yeah,
But anyway, all
you
right.
you tell tell so and so's on the phone. He's saying it's physically impossible for him to be touching your butt from where he's at
Well,
right now.
so I got another buddy of mine that we say that all the time. It's like I'll be like, "Hey, dude, you just grab my A," and he'd be like, and he lives in another state. He's like, "It's physically impossible where I am." It's like that's not. I couldn't do that. And so we always like to do that or whatever. But so yeah, Cinco de Mayo is around the corner, right? Just so you know, we'll talk a little bit more about some more frequently asked questions there. But that's a couple of days away. And actually, Cinco de Mayo is the day that I graduated from my college in 2012. So what's 13 years ago? So
Oh,
yeah,
Cinco de Chandler.
exactly. Um, but I will say this: my second headline after Fiesta is, Jude, are we there yet? Is it summertime yet? Man, these kids are driving me crazy, dude. These kids, it's like, oh. And then today, I think we've talked before about parties. You have a party, and the kids that don't go home are so hopped up on sugar that it's just like normally on Thursdays, I do a lunch bunch, right? And all of my students would have earned it today. And they're like, Mr. Bing, we're having lunch bunch. And I was like, I need a break. I was like, I need a break from you guys. I'm sorry. I need 20 minutes to like not be around y'all and just relax. I was walking back and I was physically and mentally exhausted. I was like, no, guys, I need to chill. I'm sorry, you know. But we ended up watching a movie at the end of the day and eating snacks and stuff because I couldn't figure out another way to calm them down. So let's just put on a movie,
Give him more
like
sugar.
like the old days. Yeah. Well, I don't got to deal with them tonight. That's
Qu-
parents' problem,
The movie was Corky Romano.
Didn't see that. Hey, what was the
What?
do you remember the movie that you remember like in the late 90s, early 2000s they would do those like those parody movies of like certain genre, you know? Like when they did all those scary movies. They were
Yeah.
like a parody on Scream. What was the one where they did like the parody of like all the like mob films? Do you know what I mean? Do you remember that? Because it was like they did one.
I think it was called Mafia. The one
Was
with
it just mob?
Jay Moore, I think, right?
Yeah, it was Jay Moore. Yeah, and like
Yeah.
he
What?
was it like Kristen Applegate was like his girl in the movie, and he's introduced her son,
Yeah.
and she's like, "What's my name?"
Yeah. He's like, and it's like, what's your name? It's like Michelle or something like that.
Yeah,
Like it's like the boys. I named him after his mom,
yeah,
and she's like, and everybody's like, I'm
yeah,
like, really? It's
yeah.
stupid, but it
You're
made me
like,
laugh.
that's like actually what am I? You're like that's physically impossible, which kind of reminds me of a high school story. Um, I wouldn't even. This is one of those things I heard secondhand. They were watching. I don't even remember what movie they were watching in some class, and it was a fiction story, right? And at some point in the story, this dude reaches in, or in the movie reaches in to like a river and grabs a fish barehanded, and someone yells out that's impossible, and it's like Harry Potter, dude. But it wasn't. Like it's like the whole movie's fake. and you're gonna complain about that scene, you know?
That's the part you're focusing on. The
Yeah.
dragon just ate the magical unicorn, and you're like, somebody grabbed a fish.
You're like that. You can't do that. Oh my gosh, you know. All right, Choli, I'm gonna roll on over real quick. I got 2 herd alerts for you. You ready to hear this?
Sure.
Can you do your herd alert for me?
Hurt alert.
There we go. Right. I think I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. There was a wasp at recess, which I get
Uh-oh.
is not cool, and I try and, but you know, I've told stories before when I've gotten stung. It's because kids are like flailing their arms like was it the Michael Flatley? Remember the Riverdance
What a
guy?
dance. Yeah.
I didn't remind me of Friends again, whatever.
His
But
legs
anyway, so
flail about as if independent from his body.
yeah, it's like how are you scared? How is he scared of Jesus out of you? It's like, yeah, it's not natural. But so like I'm standing there between them. But anyway, one kid yelled out, "Call animal control," and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, this is going on the podcast. I was like, for one wasp, animal control, come here,
You're like,
please.
go to the. You know what? Just for that, you go to the nest.
Yeah. And then one of my students today, and she is one of my headache challenges, right?
Yeah.
She's been wanting to go to the nurse the last couple of days. And yesterday she wanted to go to the nurse because she threw up. Like, quote unquote, I'm sorry. Remember Friends? I'm sorry. Using the air quotes. But she's like, quote unquote, she wasn't feeling good. She wanted to go to the nurse. And I'm like, and I was like, wait, you know, I like to tell the kids, put your head down. I don't want, it's not that I'm a jerk, right? But kids try and get out of class. So I'm like, put your head down. We're going to see how you feel a little bit, right? And lo and behold, a couple seconds later, she's joking. We called it in the Navy, coking and joking, right? She's playing around, having fun. I'm like, yeah, you know that you're fine. You know, I messaged mom and dad like, hey, your daughter wants to go to the nurse, but I was like, she seems like she's fine, right? How was her stomach last night? They're like, no, she's trying to play you. And I was like, well, she ain't playing me, because I'm onto it, right? I'm smelling what she's stepping in or whatever, you know. And I called the nurse, let the nurse. So anyway, she tried. This was yesterday. She tried to pull the same shenanigans today, where she was holding her nose, like, "See me the nurse." I'm like, "Why?" And she was like, "Well, so and so bumped into me, whatever." I was like, "You're not going to the nurse for that, right?" Rolled my eyes at her, whatever, right? Because I'm a big a-hole. Later, she comes back, but I say later, we're talking like a minute later, with red around her nose, right? She had taken a red marker and colored her nose, and I was like, looked at her, and I was like, yeah, that doesn't even look like blood. I was like, nice try, you know, nice try. I was like, no, move on, move on. But I would tell you, Joey, you know what's been in my head this whole week is like the spirit of Mr. Foster is paying me back for the stuff that you and I did, because these kids are, oh my gosh, the nonsense they're doing. I'm just like, I guess Joey and I, we really earned this, you know.
So then, if you're going to go with that, then I have to ask you, like, is your class slightly boring and the kids already know everything? Because that's kind of where we got off task, was like the fact that Mr.
Don't
Foster.
even go there. Don't even try that, dude. It's not my
I'm
fault.
just asking.
Don't even try that.
Remember, he sits there and he like looks. Some of you guys take this class seriously. Some of you, and he looks at like he looks over at Daniel.
Yeah.
You and the other Daniel, and then me. Don't. And I'm like,
You
what?
know what you just reminded me? I think I've said something very, very similar in my class. to my
You're Chandler Foster now.
Yeah, it's like, oops. All right, any headlines for you, sir? Or you want to head on to the break?
No, the only thing I want to make clear up. So I made a mistake. Body Bumpin' was released by public announcement, and it was their first song after R. Kelly left the group. Apparently,
He was in another group. It wasn't just like,
I don't know.
no. I'm pretty sure it was in another. But I'm thinking Bobby Brown was in Jodeci. But I know R. Kelly was in somebody else, wasn't he?
I don't know. Maybe I just know, like, because I found the song online and it was released in '97, or no, released in early in '98. But it said it was the first song that the public announcement was the name of the group that they released after he left.
Hey, real quick, last thing before we hit the break. You can't see it, and I'll send you a photo. I got a new tattoo on my right forearm, right? And it is it's the Walkman from Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Oh yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of meanings. First, the biggest meaning to me is I love music, right? So it's a commemoration of that love, right? But I walk around with this Walkman, and I've been showing it to teachers, and you can easily see like who's young, way younger than us, right? When I show it to them, like, hey, do you know what this is? And like they're like, oh, it's that tape thingy or whatever, right? And I'm like, it says
Yeah.
Walkman right on it, right? And it's just funny, like some of the people, like one of the persons today saw it. She's like, "Do you even know what that is?" And I was like, "I have 2 Walkmans." I was like, "Yeah, I do," and I have a CD player that allows me to record and make cassette tapes. I was like, "I know what this is, right?" But so anyway, I bring this up because as I was talking to them, I was like, "I was even alive when I used to listen to the Hot 5 at 9 to like record on a cassette tape the top 5 songs of the day or whatever, like thinking, hoping it was one of the 2 or one of the 5 that I like or whatever." But do you remember Too Close? Remember when we used to call the radio station to listen to like certain songs?
Yeah, I still might actually have a single of it.
Well, that's on my music playlist now. Too Close. But
Dude, when you sent me like the country version or whatever remake of it, I'm like, what'd you pick that for? Like,
that's a good song. That country song is pretty damn good though, too.
what was it? Winter Jam? Was that what it was called? We went and watched them
We went winter jam
perform,
and summer jam. Yeah, we did a couple jams.
but
But yeah,
they performed at one of them, and I remember watching them, and I remember thinking it was crazy because like they were out there, and like I think the lead singer was sick, so he didn't even perform. I'm like,
yeah.
how are y'all playing this song if
It was
the dude who sings the lyrics are not even there?
what's crazy is you missed me, Red Warp, and somebody else went to some club in San Antonio that's now a strip joint now, right? And
How dare they? We
I
should go check it out to see what's wrong. What's they've changed it.
yeah, just for like old time's sake, right? Nostalgia.
Research.
Yeah. Um but we were there and they played 69 Boys were there, and the dude that did remember the dip?
Yeah.
It's freak nasty. And I just remember being like, how are these 2 groups, they weren't like, it's not like they were like Justin Timberlake, type thing, like that level. But still, I'm like, you guys are in this small, piddly little club that was 18 and up at the time. I was like, I felt bad,
Dude, you want to hear like people who fall from grace? Remember Tone Loc?
Mm-hmm.
The Funky Cole Medina.
Yeah, and he did the wild thing too.
Yeah, towards the end of me being at UTSA, one of the fraternities had a party and they had him perform. And it's not like anybody at UTSA is rolling in the money, and so you think like how much this dude's probably barely getting a couple $1,000 to come perform at some fraternity party in San Antonio. And I was like, dang.
It's like you get like some personal stripper and Tone Loc is the opening act or something. It's like, that's weird. But anyway, we've digressed enough. Let's go to the intro. Let's go to the commercial ish. And then we'll come back with the sound.
Sounds good.
Hey, Joey, in honor of Bow the Flowers and Fiesta in San Antonio, I'm gonna play a little version here. Not the whole song, but a few seconds of it, right?
Our Cheers adventure.
Yeah.
We say Prost, Gun Bay, cheers mate, and cheers mate again, or simply cheers. Sometimes it's Otto Sante, other times it's cheers up, you effing huzzer. We also say Sade, Salute, Saluti, or Tage, Skull. Let's all say Nazdarovye in the Russian way. In Vietnam we shout out yo, while Oogie Wah Wah makes South Africa glow. In Portugal it's a solid sode, and Budmo Ukraine's here to stay. For Jamaica it's a Lao Yaman, no matter the place we drink till dawn. That's how Choey and Chandler cheers around the world. Viva Chorio and Wanler!
Viva Chorio and Wanler. I mean, this obviously makes a lot of sense when you sit down and think about it. But the more countries we get, the longer that song takes to do the intro. You know what I mean?
Well, you just think about it like this. So, and I'm not saying we're on that level or we'll ever get to that level or this level, I should say. But when you go to not like Christian churches that are more non-denominational, they're just about Christian fellowship and everything. More often than not, they rock out for Jesus for like 15, 20 minutes at the beginning of the service.
Is that
And
what
I'm
we
just
need to do
saying,
now?
when Joey and Chandler finally unite the world, the way I say like Bill and Ted did,
Yeah.
it's only appropriate that it be a 10 to 15-minute song of just like letting everybody know like this is what
The
happens. Can
the
you
only
imagine if you like 8.2 billion people in the entire world just like raise their glass at one time and just toast it? Like how
dude,
crazy that would be.
do we get you like as Deadpool says, he's like, never mind. I'm not gonna go that route. But yeah, that'd be amazing, That'd be amazing. But no, I was gonna say is like, but the people that do listen to us would obviously know that last episode I think it was last episode, you were raging about how the local sports station comes in and plays music that has nothing to do with the show for like a long, long time, Nothing to do with the
Because
topic. They'd be like,
he sings for like 3 or 4 minutes. He sang the whole Backstreet's Back song.
I
Like
like, I didn't mean to, but it doesn't take much. And Joey's like, you annoyed me again. I'm in that.
oh,
Hey, real quick, to calm me down. Let's turn it over to Morgan, okay?
Hi there. I'm here to help Choi and Chandler to read an advertisement for BuyBlacket.com. Please shop BuyBlacket.com. Are you looking for unique gifts at unbeatable prices? Then look no further. BuyBlacket.com has quality merchandise for everyone on your list, from gifts for cat and dog lovers to American fans, beer enthusiasts, and even Jesus lovers. As for teachers, we didn't forget about you. Please don't miss our funny attire to brighten up your classroom. So bring a smile to your loved ones' faces and shop BuyBlacket.com today. Tell them Chewy and Chandler sent you.
All right. Yeah, I always love that dude, right? Hey, I don't know what you were thinking before we did that little interlude, whatever you call it. One of my Navy buddies, I don't know if I told you this. He lives in another. Well, I got a lot of Navy buddies, but this guy lives in what?
fellow seaman.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he advanced. He grew. He got bigger. He got I forgot. It's been a while. We haven't thrown in one of those phrases. Drink.
Okay, go.
Chips, dips, and plenty of ships, man. Keep it going. Viva Fiesta. But anyway, I thought you were gonna say something. I'm sorry. But anyway, so I was telling him we've been talking about other stuff, and I was like, hey, me and my buddy got this podcast going on, right? And so we were messaging earlier this morning about something else, and he's like, hey, by the way, I'm on episode 4, and I was like, dude, that's like you're way behind. Episode 4 of season. I was like, season 1. He's like, yeah, and I was like, keep trucking along. It gets a lot better, because we were very, very in the infant stage there. But then I told him, I was like, my recommendation is maybe listen to our highlight episodes that season, and then jump to season 2 because it gets a lot better. And he replied, he's like, isn't good? And I was like, no, it's not that it isn't good. It's just the quality of everything wasn't great yet. I mean, there's still funny stuff, but I was like, I'm just trying to help you out, man, because it's like, if you listen to us episode 1, I swear 1 through 6, compared to now, we're way different. That's right, way different. But I was like, dude, I'm just trying to help you out,
Every time I tell people, I'm like, the first 4 episodes kind of suck. So just if you want to skip those, and they're like, what? And I'm like, well, here's the deal. Like, so we started, and this was just like whatever. And then by episode 4, like, I'm pretty good. I'm feeling really good. I guess I could say I was celebrating with a buttload of salsa beat, right? Instead of just a little bit of salsa beat. I was spicing the heck up out of my Cinco de Mayo. But I'm like, as we go on, and I was like, dude, we got like crazy stuff. I was like, and it's all like Chandler stuff, like driven. Like we got segments, we got sounds, we got all this stuff. It's not just like these podcasts where people hop on and they're just like, whoa. It's just whatever.
It's not just that, but like, I mean, I feel like I know 1 through 4 definitely, but I want to say I thought I went to like 6. We had sound issues with like we had 2 mics, but one mic wasn't always working, and it took a while to kind of figure that stuff out. You know, and
I
it's just like,
I was gonna make a dirty reference. Remember the two girls, one certain receptacle video that
oh
was like popular? I'm like two
yeah.
mics, one podcast. Didn't really work.
But anyway, and you've now done, hey, well, hold up, let me find the cheers sound for you. 3 weeks running, and Choi's still like, yeah, dirty reference, check,
I would like to
done.
thank everybody who made this possible. Riverside for powering us, obviously. Morgan
Bye.
Freeman for inspiring me, and just the world. Got to keep
Yeah,
it loving.
Fiesta like there's no mañana, dude. That's all I gotta say,
Exactly.
right? Live, love, salsa.
I mean, it's not exactly on there, but I mean, I'm participating in the podcast like no Juan is watching.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I like how you phrase that. That's better than. I love the dance like it, but yeah, it makes it even better, right? Like, because no one is watching until they jump on YouTube and see our animated selves, right? Hey, so
Exactly.
in the spirit of Fiesta and Cinco de Mayo, right? Little education, Joey and Jan, like, we teach people stuff in a weird, unconventional way, I guess you'd say, right?
It's like almost like Trivial Pursuit type stuff. Like you don't necessarily need to know it to live, but your life's better for it.
I tell you, that's a good one there. I like the people that I know that listen to the Inebriated Histories are always like, they're like, man, I didn't know that, and I was like, yeah, you learned something today, right? In 3 minutes, see, drinking has its benefits, right?
You know what made me sad? I was talking about that movie the other day with somebody. You realize
Uh-huh.
both of those guys are dead?
I do now, yeah. That is sad.
Yeah,
I watched
almost
it.
heroes with
Chris
kind of
Farley and
almost like
Matthew
your
Perry.
namesake. I mean, it's not your
Yeah.
namesake, but like your character's like origin
My
story, Matthew Perry,
my my what do they call it? Like spiritual self ish.
I guess.
Yeah. Not in that movie as much, although there's some similarities, but whatever. Anyways, here's some. I'm not gonna do the number, but some fun Cinco de Mayo facts you probably don't know. Number one, by the way, and this always gets me that people don't know this. Cinco de Mayo, everybody, is not Mexico's Independence Day. Just so we know, all right? It's always a big misconception. It's just when and I thought it was a Napoleon. It was like, I think it was one of his relatives later, right? Like nephews or something, right? Invaded Mexico and got turned back, right? Mexico said, nope, nada, not gonna happen. But everyone thinks it's Mexico's Independence Day, and it isn't. That's September 16th, But it's just a drink for us, right? Cinco de Mayo is also not a big holiday in Mexico. Thank you, Americans. And all the people that came from Mexico to immigrate to America and said, hey, you know what it is? In America, it doesn't take much for us to adopt a celebration if drinking is involved. We'll do it, hands down. Would you agree?
It reminds me of one time back in college, me and one of the guys in the chapter where we would obviously go out and hang out. You know what I mean? You got like your best drink specials are always like Monday night, Tuesday night kind of thing to get like kind of boost the business at the bars.
Oh yeah.
And so like we're coming into an 8:00 class Wednesday morning, and like we wouldn't be there like all the time. So it wasn't like every Wednesday we were there. Like we missed like every other Wednesday or so.
Money
And so
well
we
spent,
show up.
right?
Yeah. And so the teacher one day, she was like, hey, you're here. Good, congratulations. We're like, yeah. And she's like, well, you guys don't show up all the time. Why is that? And we're like, she was like, from what everybody says, like y'all go out drinking the night before. Why would y'all do that? We're like, because it was Tuesday. Like, duh. Like, why would we not go out drinking on a Tuesday?
Dude. Were you in your early 20s then? Early to mid? Yeah, I know that, like, the reason I asked is when I was in Hawaii, when I was in the Navy, when I hit 21, Sunday through Thursday, I went out every night, like all 5 nights, and there was a different bar every night. Like, it had drink special, like you said. And you're like, oh, it's Sunday, we're going here. Oh, it's Monday, we're going there. Oh, it's Tuesday, we're going there, Did it all the time.
Yeah, because it was always like $1 beer somewhere, or $2 like big beer somewhere.
There were
And so
places.
it's like, why would you not go?
There were places that had dollar pitchers. Like we had dollar pitcher nights in certain spots. There was one I still remember had quarter beer night for 3 hours. And I still will not forget the story, because I had Navy buddies that wanted to pregame at home by drinking. I was like, it's a quarter, guys. We don't need to stay at home and save money. We can go spend a quarter. Plus, if you weren't there by 9 o'clock or before, not a little before, it was hard to get a parking spot and a spot to like sit inside. I was like, dude,
I almost feel like at a quarter a beer, you're spending more money drinking the beer at home than you are drinking the beer at the bar at that point.
Oh yeah, it's like, dude, I was like, I'll spend the $1 and invite everybody around. You know, that's just like, I'll suck it up. You know,
I'll drop a 5. What is it, Abe Lincoln? I'll drop an Abe Lincoln, and I'll get us all a good solid buzz going. You cheapskate.
For the night, dude. If you dropped an Abe Lincoln, like if you had, because most of the time the people I went with, there were 4 of us. If I dropped an Abe, that's 20 beers. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's 5 beers a pop.
I feel we're pretty good. We're pretty good. Moving back on, by the way, as Choi and Chandler always do, we get sidetracked, right? LA, Chicago,
one of my
and Houston
specialties.
hold huge parties and huge Cinco de Mayo parties in the American states. Right? Huge, right? This is when we honor, Mexican culture in the U.S. Honor it in a way that maybe they don't want. Like, we honor the culture, but we're not saying they're alcoholics. It's just USA. Just saying, let's just drink, But I like how it's an official holiday, right? And it's a traditional. You get to hear some traditional Mexican music, dance everywhere, and if you go to Fiesta in San Antonio, you brave the crowds, right? You can get some nice food and everything, right?
I like the fact that it's not like their thing. We're like, hey, we're gonna celebrate your stuff, and they're like, nah, it's good. We don't want to. No, we're gonna celebrate. And you're like, it's not really that big of a. No, it is a big deal. It is.
No, it's like we got
you
this.
Don't
and you go, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got you. But the same thing. If you go back and listen to Inebriated history of for Choi and Chandler, it's the same thing with St. Patrick's Day. They're not partying like that in Ireland, not for March 17th anyway. But USA is like, hey, let's drink. Let's do that.
I wonder if we could get like some sort of like holiday, like some grassroots movement holiday going. To come up with something good though.
Hey, real quick.
And now it's time for Inebriated history. Abbreviated history.
A drunk retelling of Fiesta in San Antonio. Oh, buddy, buckle up, because this one's a glitter-soaked, confetti-blasted, tequila-fueled mess of Texas pride, floral warfare, and civic party monsters. So it all starts with San Antonio, right? This city's already been through a lot. Spanish missions, Tex-Mex food, inventing itself, and like 6 flags. But in 1891, someone, probably buzzed on sangria and barbecue smoke, was like, you all know what this city needs? A parade. But not just any parade, a parade with flowers. And thus, the Battle of the Flowers Parade was born. It was to honor the heroes of the Alamo and the Battle of San Jacinto, but instead of cannons, they brought roses. Instead of muskets, they had lots of flower petals. It was basically a historic reenactment meets Pinterest fever dream. Society ladies in carriages started hurling flowers at each other like it was polite combat. Think floral dodgeball, but with corsets and passive aggression. Then, someone said, wait a minute, this parade, it needs something. What if we make this a whole thing, like a week long, or wait, no, how about a 2-week-long party? And everyone else said, yeehaw. That was the unofficial birth of Fiesta San Antonio, now a sprawling 11-day party with over 100 events and at least 1 turkey leg per square foot. It's got coronations, kings and queens who spend thousands on sequins and look like Liberace got elected pope. Chicken on a stick that could end friendships, and people in sashes that no one elected but everyone respects. King Antonio and El Rey Feo basically show up and start ruling over parties like it's their medieval destiny. Meanwhile, the city shuts down for the Battle of Flowers, like actually shuts down. Schools close, businesses go. Screw it, let's party. It's the only parade in the US planned entirely by women, and it's powered by a chaotic energy somewhere between brunch mimosas and wedding reception at 1 a.m. In short, what started as a dainty flower fight in memory of fallen Texan heroes became a full-blown explosion of pride, pageantry, piñatas, and public intoxication. It's history, but with more sequence. Viva Fiesta, baby.
This inebriated history was, made possible with VideoGen.
You hitting any parades tomorrow, or are you just enjoying being at home on a Friday?
I will be at work, sir. I will be at work.
Oh, I'm sorry. Be at work. So you
It's
just
all good.
enjoy the Friday in another way. You enjoyed it in the Friday in another way, right?
Making some cash
Hey,
money
just-
from Hong Kong.
Hey, just so you know, a party without guacamole is just simply a meeting. You know?
Dude, I was
Tell you-
actually looking at that one, trying to figure out how to roll that one in. I was like, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, tell the
Don't
people
know.
tomorrow that, you know, hey, it's Battle of Flowers. If you don't, just remember this saying, you know, or just you always just go everybody tomorrow at work. It's Trigo de Mayo, and they're like, Joey, it's 10 a.m. You're like, I don't care. Did we
Just
get
run
all of
down
them
the
in?
list.
We may have got all of them in.
I
Cheers to
only
Cinco de
got
Mayo?
live, love salsa.
No, I said that. You didn't hear me, but
Oh,
I
did you?
said it. Yeah, I said it after Fiesta like there's no mañana.
I
Live,
feel like
love-
I mean you
live,
could
love
just
salsa.
lie to me. I wouldn't even know. I feel
Yeah.
like you're lying to me. I feel
Oh,
like
you know,
you are.
we didn't say these two, right? Do you want to do the honors or what? Can you see
The
my
honors
screen?
are the honors. Viva la fiesta!
Hey, was it Speedy Gonzalez? Taco about fun times, right?
Talk about pop music. Talk about
Th-
talk.
You think
talk. You know,
you think a lot of people hate Speedy Gonzalez? They're like, dude, we don't talk like that. Talk about a guy that I want to swear I heard this somewhere. I'm not coming up with it. That dude, teacher wise, that dude was ADHD to the core, right? And whoever had to deal with him was just like, oh my god, give him something. But all right, Ian, you want to do the social media plug?
Oh, I guess I will. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Blake, sure to follow us on social media. We are on, and it's Threads and Instagram that are the different ones, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're on Facebook, X, TikTok, at Choey and Jan, at CHOEY, the letter NJAN, and on Instagram and Threads is at Choey and Jan 2, and it's at CHOEY, the letter NJANTOO, as in Choey and Jan also, but it's
All
2.
right. All right. Anything you want to add, sir, before we come back next week?
So does everybody have a fun time at Fiesta? Hopefully everybody does one. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, and May the 4th is a very good one.
I am
also,
not your father.
also, drink safe, drink responsibly type stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Howdy, we'll
Drink,
see you
drive, go to
next week.
jail, man.
Yeah, and then next week we got the doctor showing up with us. We a new era in Joey and Chandler next week. So we go ahead
Sweet.
and pull the
I'm-
plug here.
All right.
You'll be happy. You'll be fine. Joey doesn't like change. You'll be okay.